European Super League. On the 18th of April 2021, news traveled all around the world saying that 12 elite clubs have signed up for a new breakaway competition that will rival the UEFA Champions League, and this new league is called the European Super League. In the United Kingdom, the news started to get very viral during the English Premier League match between Arsenal and Fulham. The news stated that 6 out of these 12 elite clubs were Premier League teams. Later that day, an announcement was made by the first chairman of the Super League, Florentino Perez, stating the formation of the European Super League, where 12 elite teams have signed up and there are 3 more clubs yet to sign in the upcoming days. Upon his announcement, the 12 clubs officially announced their signing to this new league on their website. These 12 clubs are AC Milan, Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Chelsea, Inter Milan, Juventus, Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, Real Madrid and Tottenham Hotspur. All these 12 clubs represent England, Italy and Spain. Surprising to this list, there were no any German or French clubs signed during this period. The Super League competition format is as follows: 20 participating clubs with 15 founding clubs and a qualifying mechanism for a further 5 teams to qualify annually based on achievements in the prior season. Midweek fixtures with all participating clubs continuing to compete in their respective national leagues, preserving the traditional domestic match calendar which remains at the heart of the club. And August starts with clubs participating in 2 groups of 10, playing home and away fixtures, with the top 3 in each group automatically qualifying for the quarterfinals. Team finishing 4th and 5th will then compete in a 2-legged playoff for the remaining quarterfinal position. A 2-league knockout format will be used to reach the final at the end of May, which will be staged as a single fixture at a neutral venue. As soon as practicable after the start of the men's competition, a corresponding women's league will also be launched, helping to advance and develop the women's game. Florentino Perez, the president of Real Madrid and also the first chairman of the Super League, then said, "We will help football at every level and take it to its rightful place in the world. Football is the only global sport in the world with more than 4 billion fans, and our responsibility as big clubs is to respond to their desires." Upon this announcement, UEFA, Premier League and FIFA voiced out their disagreement to this new league and warned any participating clubs will be thrown out of their domestic leagues and from all UEFA competition. UEFA also says that players who are involved with clubs taking part in this European Super League will not have a chance to represent their national teams. Tension started rising among football fans all around the world, where they feel the great game of football is being ruined due to greed and elitism by club owners. Fans from the 12 participating clubs were unhappy and felt disgusted with this new formation, as majority of the fans stand by the side of no confidence to the discrimination done to this lovely sport. However, the 12 club owners were fine with this statement, whereby Florentino Perez also says that they can create a new national league or even the World Cup among these founding clubs. Broadcasters such as Sky was unhappy with this new Super League. Gary Neville was one of the first who had a passionate rant stating that this idea is destroying football completely. The situation started to get out of hands as the media started digging more plans on when this competition starts and who are the 3 more teams to be signing to this Super League. To add oil on the fire, out of nowhere, Tottenham Hotspur officially announced the sacking of Jose Mourinho during this period. This news created more anxiousness between football fans, especially Spurs, who has a cup final later that week against Manchester City. On the next day, the 19th of April 2021, the English government has actually stand by UEFA, stating their disappointment in these 6 English clubs who have signed this new league. The remaining 14 Premier League teams then had a discussion to totally void these 6 English clubs who have decided to leave the Premier League. They suggested that these 6 clubs should be sanctioned and removed from the Premier League. UEFA, on the other hand, continued to state that any of these 12 clubs who decides to pull back from the Super League and return back to their domestic competition will have to start from the lowest tier in their respective leagues. Club legends like Sir Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger also addressed their concern on this matter. Jurgen Klopp, the Liverpool manager, says that he and his team was unaware of this new collaboration. Jurgen stated his unhappiness and to try his best to ensure this new idea don't happen. Football players all around the world started addressing their concerns. The English team players Bruno Fernandes, James Milner and Patrick Bamford has voiced out their concern on this matter. Later that day, Jordan Henderson invited all 20 Premier League club captains for a meeting to discuss on their future ahead of all these crises. Football fans all around England continue to show their disagreement by planning for riots and banners to remove this idea completely, as they feel the amount of greed standing tall above their heads. In the late evening, rumors started spreading that Chelsea and Manchester City were unhappy with this new idea and they were forced to be in the Super League by Manchester United and Liverpool. That night, Manchester City was the first club to quit the European Super League, followed by Chelsea. During this period, a news came out from Manchester United stating Ed Woodward has officially resigned from his position as the chief executive vice chairman of Manchester United. Football fans were outraged on what is about to happen and things started to get even more messy. On the 20th April of 2021, early this morning, all 6 Premier League clubs have finally announced their decision to pull out from the European Super League, leaving only 6 more clubs to stay still. Without any delays, the Juventus president Andrea Agnelli resigns, and the club later on pulled out as well from the Super League, followed by Inter Milan, Atletico and AC Milan. The final 2 Spanish giants were the only 2 remaining clubs in this Super League. Each club then posted their apologies to the fans and the team for their mistakes in entering this Super League. The European Super League has finally collapsed. However, is it the end already? Let's wait and see. This 48 hours has been 2 dark days in the world of football, and it's clear to say that football is nothing without the fans.